Lost. This story is about a young boy called Sam. He loves to be naughty and do things he's not supposed to do. One day his mum had to leave him alone for an hour, and before she left she said, "I have to go and post this letter. Please be good and don't touch anything you shouldn't. Don't talk to strangers, and I'll be home in 1 hour." Sam looked at the clock, and the time was 12:39 p.m. It's almost lunchtime, he thought, as his mum closed the door. At 1 p.m, Sam looked at the clock again, and she still wasn't home. 1:15 p.m, still not home. 1:29 p.m, and she was still not home. He looked out of the window. "I'm so hungry, I'm starving," he said, while holding his tummy and looking sad. Sam ran to the door and opened it. He looked up and down the street, but his mother was nowhere to be seen. Sam decided that he should go and find her and tell her how hungry he was. He stepped out of the open door and pulled the door closed behind him. Now, where did she say she was going? "Oh yes, to buy some bread," he said as he walked down the road in the wrong direction. About 30 minutes later, he arrived at the shop his mother usually takes him to on the way home from school, but she wasn't there. Sam left the shop and looked up at the clock on the front of the old watch shop. 12:40 p.m. "Mum will be home now, and she'll be angry that I left. I must hurry home," he said as he ran along. Then he saw an alley and thought it could be a shortcut to his home. He ran quickly, turning left and then right and then left and then right again. He came out in a big area of land that was empty. He turned around and ran back, left and right, then left and right again, but this time he came out in a different place. Sam started to feel scared. He ran back over and over, but he could not find anything that looked familiar. "Ah!" he cried. He sat down on the floor and caught his breath. "Oh my, what am I going to do now?" he thought. He looked down at his feet and started crying. A few minutes later, he got up and started walking again. He looked for anything that he remembered, but he just didn't see anything. His tummy reminded him that he was hungry by making lots of noises. He stopped again and looked around. "Hello? Can anyone help me? I'm lost," he shouted. A strange-looking man walked over and said, "Oh, hello. I've just been talking to your mother. She's looking for you. Come with me." Sam looked at the man. He was sweating and looked like he was in a hurry. "Where did you see my mother?" he asked the man. "Follow me and I'll show you," said the man. They walked together around the corner and up the street until the man stopped near a car. "Get in, it's faster to drive," said the man. Sam was not sure. His parents told him over and over never to talk to strangers or go with them. The man opened the car door and told him to get inside. Sam stopped and shook his head. "No, I'm not going," he said. The man looked angry. "Get in the car now," he shouted. Sam started running. He ran and ran until he could no longer hear the man calling out to him. He stopped and looked around. Luckily, the man was gone and he was safe. He walked along again, feeling relieved that he had not been kidnapped or killed. He was very lucky. Then, as he crossed the road, a hand grabbed his shoulder, pulling him along. Sam tried to get away, but he was too weak, and it overpowered him easily. "Let me go! Please let me go!" he screamed while crying. Then a voice replied, "Why? What is wrong, Sam?" He looked around and saw that it was his mother pulling his shirt. "Oh, Mummy, I looked for you and you were gone. I went to the shop, but you were not there." His mother laughed and said, "I went to the post office. Maybe next time you'll listen when I say something." He agreed and promised he would always listen from that day. They went home and his mother had already made his favourite food for lunch. It was delicious. The end. Thanks for listening. See you next time.